Hello guys, so today I'm going to do a little side-by-side comparison of two choppers. I had a request by a viewer asking me if I could compare my knife, the Aurora Borealis Kodiak, to the Esee Junglas. So the Esee Junglas is well proven, you know, a lot of people own them, they're good knives, so I just want to do a comparison. So there's lots of similarities, of course they're both big choppers. They both come with Kodiak sheaths. They're both high carbon steel, but there's some specificities, so we'll talk about them. So let's take them out of the sheaths. So let's start with the Esee Junglas. So as you can see, the blade is a bit longer, 10.5 inches overall, but it's a bit thinner, 3/16 of an inch. The steel used is 1095, whereas the Aurora Borealis Kodiak has a 9.75 inch blade. It's somewhat thicker. It's just over a 1/4 inch thick, and the steel is SK85. So the steels are quite similar. SK85 has just a slightly less carbon, so it makes it a bit tougher. So the handles are different materials. They're both synthetic materials. The Esee Junglas has micarta, but I think you can get them in G10. Whereas the Aurora Borealis Kodiak has G10 handles. So I'll just put them side by side so you can really see the differences. So with that shot, you can tell that, well, the handles are close to the same length, but definitely the Esee Junglas is a bit longer, but the Aurora Borealis Kodiak is way wider. And I prefer a wider chopper, adds to the weight, and of course, more weight, better chopping power. But yeah, overall they're both great designs. So let's look at the thickness here. Here we got 3/16. Here is 0.27 inches. So another obvious difference between these two knives is obviously the Esee Junglas is a full flat grind, whereas the Aurora Borealis Kodiak is saber grind with the secondary edge, so the apex is convex. So I prefer convex because it's strong, but at the same time I think it cuts better. Since I got tons of wood to split, we'll do some batoning. Just look at differences between both of them. Yeah, so when it comes to batoning, I think the Aurora Borealis Kodiak has the edge, pun intended. Definitely was way easier to baton wood, probably due to the much thicker blade. Also the saber grind really helps to separate the fibers early, so it doesn't bind as much. You can see that with the Junglas. Often I had to reposition the log because there was a lot of binding, so it took more hits. It was not as easy, definitely tougher. So we'll do a bit of feather sticking, and both of these are big knives. But sometimes you need to get these feather sticks if you want to get your fire going. So let's try it out. Yeah, so it's super easy to get some like paper thin curls with the Kodiak. Alright, let's try with the Esee Junglas. Yeah, so again, pretty easy to get some nice curls there. So let's try using the fire steel. So the Junglas, I'm not sure that the spine is really square, plus there's a coating, so I don't think it's gonna work out too good. We could give it a try, but honestly, no, there's no way. So maybe if you strip the coating, and it's a bit rounded, so you'd need maybe to put it on the grinder, make a good spine here. It could work out. But one thing I really wanted with my knife is definitely I wanted a sharp edge. So many functions. You're gonna strip tinder or just your fire steel. It works super well for that. So let's say you have some fat wood here and you really need some shavings with that spine. Super easy to get some super fine shavings, and this is gonna catch a spark no problem. So that's another benefit. Yeah, so again for 20 cuts, here's the Esee Junglas, here's the Aurora Borealis Kodiak. I was able to cut deeper, but they're both pretty good. Yeah, so both of these knives are, they're good at what they're designed for. Big choppers, they can baton, they can even do some finer stuff like feather sticking. My philosophy when I made this knife is to try to get a knife that could do a bit of everything, but could do the big jobs as well. And I wanted a knife that wasn't super expensive, that people could actually afford. So both of these knives are around just above 200 bucks. I include shipping with my knife. So, sure, it's not cheap, but to make a knife that size, you can't really go under that price if you want good quality material and something that's gonna last a lifetime. So I think I achieved that with this knife, and hopefully you're gonna like it. And so both these knives offer good value. They're super hard used knives, so I think, you know, either of them would be a good choice, definitely. And so if you want to see other comparisons between the Aurora Borealis, Kodiak, and other knives, if I have them, I'll do them. Just post in the comments if you want to see some other comparisons in future. So thanks.